This is Robert Bertolacci, the MindShare Learning Report. I have the good fortune of having a MindShare Learning moment with Philippe Lozier, the Director of Business Solutions at Samson Canada, and we're here on a learning adventure with the Samson School. Although it is summertime, we were certainly looking forward to gaining insights on this innovative program that you just launched this past year called the Samson School.
Yes.
Perhaps you can talk a little bit about what the inspiration was behind it.
Sure.
And how it's been evolving for you.
Thanks, Robert. So Samson School is really, Samsung has made a global decision to be involved or more intimately involved in the education sector. So Samson School is an integrated solution which we launched in February of this year. We have 2 pilot projects which are now in full rollout. And the intention really is to improve one-to-one learning. Again, it's a fully integrated solution that involves the 10-1 Note tablet, Samson School software, works with various peripherals such as e-boards, and again, the play is to ensure that students have an enhanced learning environment, that the educators are thrilled about coming to class and having better control over the classroom learning environment, and really the point is to ensure that education continues to be at the forefront.
I'm intrigued by the fact that this device comes with a pen. And we
Yes.
talked a little bit about the importance of that.
Right.
And manual dexterity for the younger kids and the value in some more complex, involved courses like physics and science.
Right. So again, the 2 pilot projects that we have currently, one targets grade 4 students. And as you mentioned, manual dexterity is very critical. So the students in the grade 4 class have just jumped on the S Pen. They use it throughout all of their courseware. They're very nimble. They've adapted very easily to it, and it's become a great learning tool for them. At the other end of the spectrum, if you will, is the Riverside pilot that we're working with currently, and that has targeted grade 11 physics, a somewhat more rigid course curriculum in which there are formulas to draw out and shapes and different elements that you need to factor in. So again, the S Pen becomes a very useful tool as far as helping the students progress along that course curriculum, and also for the teacher. If they want to point out specific elements, they can write that down on their own tablet and then project that out onto the e-boards so that everyone sees what the teacher is working on in real time. And so that the preciseness in the applications that come with the S Pen make a huge difference.
Fantastic. Now, BYOD is a hot buzzword these days.
It is.
And teachers are challenged with keeping kids on task. And you've addressed that in the Samson School.
Very good point. So Samson School, there's one element which the teacher has access to, and that is to lock down the screens. So as the students enter the classroom and log on to Samson School, they are, if you will, under the teacher's domain. And the teacher can send out a command from her tablet to all the students' tablets to lock them down. And so at that point, the teacher can then move them from one point of the course curriculum to another. After they've done that, once they've started to observe behavior within the classroom, the teacher also has a thumbnail version of every tablet from every student in the classroom on her tablet. So the advantage there is she can pair up, he or she, the educator, can pair up groups of students who are progressing at specific levels within the classroom. And so the beauty is she can see who's lagging, he or she can see who's ahead, and then very discreetly wander throughout the classroom and maybe walk up to a student and help them with a specific problem at a specific point in time. So it becomes a very discreet learning tool. And the beauty is, rather than having the student at the front of the classroom teaching his or her classroom in a very standard fashion, teacher now navigates throughout the classroom, and it's a more dynamic learning environment. So the students light up to it, and for the teacher, it's a new way of capturing the student's attention and helping to keep them on task, to your point.
Now, as a parent, I really appreciate that feature of the Samson School. Now, personalized learning is also a hot buzzword.
Yes.
You address that in terms of kids taking these tablets home.
Right. So if it is a parent-acquired tablet, so the teacher or the parent and the student own the tablet, the beauty is it's a standard tablet. So when you are outside of the Samson School environment, it behaves like your own tablet. You can have your own applications, whatever content you've loaded, it behaves in the way it really should, as if it were not in class. Because the beauty of education is it's ongoing. It's not just a classroom environment. You don't just learn when you're in the class. Learning also takes place outside of the classroom. So the tablet works very, very well in your home environment. Same tablet, take it into school, then you're under the teacher's domain. Teacher can then have a better sense of direction as far as where she's going with her students and the course curriculum. And so the tablet really works in a dual format. So the beauty is you can use it pretty much anywhere.
So you've had a couple of successful pilots out west and its full implementation. I'm a teacher in the Toronto district. How do I get my hands on one of these and get the Samson School embedded in my classroom?
So we have.
Is that a good question?
That's an excellent question, which is exactly where we want. But I mean, the point is not just to sell this for the sake of having another product in market. It's a more all-encompassing environment. We want to have a solution which is appealing to teachers, to educators, to the boards, to the districts, to the parents, and to the students. But if you do want to acquire, and of course we're willing to take the order, we have a dedicated sales channel, Advanced Education. They have a micro website. You can go to the micro website and acquire the tablets, and it's quite easily fulfilled.
Thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Pleasure.
That was Philippe Lozier of Samson Canada. My name is Robert Martellacci of the MindShare Learning Report, and until next time, keep the learning curve steep.